guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Kim and today I'm here to share everything you need to know before visiting Tokyo teamLab planets. When I was planning my visit, I had so many questions. So I decided to make this video for you guys so you don't miss anything and can fully enjoy your journey. In this video, we will cover what is teamLab planets, what will you experience at teamLab, what's best to wear and bring to teamLab, how to get your ticket, and how to get there. Plus, I will share a few tips that people usually miss and that I didn't see anyone mention in their videos. So make sure you watch till the end. I hope I answer all your questions. If you have any more, feel free to ask me in the comments or on any platform you like. So let's start with what is teamLab Planets. teamLab Planets is a digital museum where you're immersed in a whole new world the moment you step in. It feels like you've entered a completely different environment. Opens on July 7, 2018 and it will be around until the end of 2027. You can walk through water and a garden, and your heart, brain and body engage with the environment. You go through curtains not quite knowing what to expect, and it's magical. I watched a lot of videos before going, but experiencing it in person is something else entirely. Another thing to mention is that Tokyo teamLab Planets is different from Tokyo teamLab Borderless. These are two separate museums, so it's important not to mix them up when deciding where to go. I will talk about Tokyo teamLab Borderless in another video. So let's talk about what you're going to experience at Tokyo teamLab Planets. Inside teamLab Planets, there are 7 individual spaces. In some rooms, you can even interact with the artwork. I recommend installing 2 apps before heading to teamLab: the teamLab application and the Distributed Fire application. I will explain more about this later. You can find the download links in the description. After you pass the ticket gate, you will find yourself in a hall where you'll get a brief guide back. Then you will need to take off your shoes and head to the locker rooms. There are 3 lockers where you can store your shoes, bags, socks, and other stuff since you can't take anything inside except your phone or camera. You aren't allowed to use monopods, tripods, or selfie sticks, but you can bring your GoPro or a short gimbal for recording. I had my Insta360 Flow gimbal with me, and it was fine, except in the garden room where a staff member politely told me I couldn't use it, so I just held my phone with my hand. Keep this in mind, put everything in your locker and travel light. I will explain more about why later. Also, the entire experience is completely barefoot, no shoes or socks, so keep that in mind. There are mirrors on the floors, so if you're wearing dresses or skirts, be aware that people are taking videos and photos. However, there's a changing room where they provide clean shorts, which you can wear under your skirts and dresses to stay comfortable. After the locker room, you will hit the entrance. There are 2 areas, the water area and the garden area. You start with the water area, so head to the right. First up is a waterfall hall where you climb up in the water, and your feet get cleaned by the water and chlorine, part of the barefoot experience. Don't worry, there are towels to dry your feet afterward. Next, you arrive at the soft black hole area. When you try to walk, your feet sink. Be careful, especially when it's crowded, because this space changes with the weight of people's bodies. People interact with each other through the space, changing the space and themselves. Then you will head to the first large-scale artwork space, the Infinity Crystal Universe. It's like stepping into an infinity world. Look all around you, down, up, and be amazed by the extraordinary lights. They change, so make sure to observe all the beauty. Here's a tip. Use the teamLab application here. You can choose a star and change the lighting in the area. It's incredible to control the light and crystals' dancing movements. After this amazing area, you will head to Dance of Koi and People Infinity. Before entering this room, roll up your pants or skirts to avoid getting wet. It's better to wear something short. And because of these water experiments, it's better for you to wander around lightly with just a phone, camera, or your gimbal in your hand. You will walk into the lukewarm water and enter the koi room, where koi fish swim around. The movement of koi is influenced by the presence of people in the water and also other koi. When the fish collide with people, they turn into flowers and scatter. Throughout the year, the flowers that bloom will change with the seasons. And wait for the koi to move at speeds and make lines. It's very beautiful. Here's another tip. Inside the koi room, there's a small room called Ephemeral Solidified light. If you can't find it, ask the staff. They are very helpful. In this room, crystal lights float in the air. Get close, and you'll see there are water drops. Put your hand under a drop, and the room goes dark, except for the water line you choose. It's magical. The next room is expanding three-dimensional existence in transforming space. The space is filled with light spheres that change color when you move through or push them. The colors are stunning and change with your interactions. After that, you will arrive at the last room of water area, named Floating in the Falling Universe of Flowers. At first, I felt some dizziness, but I got used to it. Lie down or sit still, and your body feels like it's floating. Flowers grow, bloom, wither, and die in a continuous cycle. A seasonal year of flowers bloom and change with time, and life spreads out into the universe. When I visited, sunflowers were blooming in Japan. This room is great for relaxing and watching the flowers bloom and dance. Then you will go back to the locker room, but don't be upset, it's not over yet. If you need anything from your locker or a restroom break, now's the time. After that, head back to the entrance and turn left toward the garden area. They give you slippers to wear. In the moss garden, you can push the ovoids. When pushed or blown by the wind, they fall and rise, releasing a resonating tone. The work changes between daytime and after sunset. With sunrise, the ovoids begin to reflect the world around them. The artwork will glow after sunset, and if you push them after sunset, the color will change. If you can, book your ticket around sunset to enjoy this area even more. Then take off your slippers and head to the last room named Floating Flower Garden. You might wait in a short line, then go there with a group of people and you have 5 minutes there. But don't worry, because you can go back as many times as you want. The space is filled with flowers that float up over time. At first you lay down, then sit, and finally you can stand. It's beautiful to watch. And here's a space where you can take pictures, but usually people skip this part because they don't know about it. Finally, head back to the locker rooms. Remember, you can go back and explore again as many times as you want. There's no time limit. But once you put your shoes on and leave the locker room area, you can't go back inside. But the journey isn't over yet. In the public area, you can visit the One-Stroke Bench, teamLab Flower Shop, Vegan Ramen Uzu Tokyo, and more. The teamLab Flower Shop has merchandise, and you can also order food and go to the Vegan Ramen Uzu indoor space. The entrance fee is 660 Japanese yen. Payments are cashless, so bring a card. I used my Suica card for trains. I ordered the set ticket for 2,680 Japanese yen, which includes ramen, a drink, and a half-price entrance fee. It was totally worth it. The menu link is in the description. Then you will enter the non-objective space. I highly recommend trying the ramen. It was one of the best I've had, and it felt so great to eat in some different space. Last but not least, don't miss the fire particles falling from the sky. When people stand on the work, a black absolute presence is created, and the shape of the flames changes. The work is affected by people, and it continuously changes. So open the distributed fire application and approach this artwork. The flame will ignite, and you can take the artwork home with you. If you liked this video and want to visit Tokyo teamLab Planets, you can purchase a ticket online at teamLab Planets website. The link is also in the description. You can also buy tickets at the gate, but I recommend getting them in advance, since it can get busy and tickets might sell out. Here's how to get your tickets. First, go to teamLab Planets website and click on Buy a Ticket. Second, select the day you want to visit and the time of admission. I recommend going around sunset to enjoy the moss garden and universe of fire particles falling from the sky more. Then choose the number of tickets. Adult tickets are 4,200 Japanese yen. Book your tickets well in advance, as they often sell out. For example, I wanted to visit in June, but the closest available ticket was for July 15. The museum is open from 9 a.m. to 10 p.m., with the last entrance 1 hour before closing. You may have to wait 30 to 90 minutes to be admitted, so arrive early. Exploring teamLab will probably take 2 or 3 hours. When I visited in July, it was very hot in Tokyo. I got my ticket for 9 a.m. thinking it would be less crowded, but it wasn't. However, by around 12 o'clock, it was less crowded. After leaving the restaurant around 2:30, I saw a lot of people heading to teamLab. Just a tip that might help you plan your visit. For public areas like the universe of fire particles falling from the sky, one-stroke bench, vegan ramen Uzu Tokyo restaurant, table of sky and fire, and teamLab flower shop, you don't need a ticket and you can visit anytime. The address is teamLab Planets Tokyo, Toyosu 6116, Kotoku, Tokyo. The map link is in the description. It's 1 minute on foot from Shin-Toyosu Station, 10 minutes on foot from Toyosu Station, 5 minutes on foot from Shijuma Station and Toyosu Market. By taxi, it's 10 minutes from Ginza, 15 minutes from Tokyo Station, and 50 minutes by highway from Haneda Airport. And there's a space to store your luggage. You can see the full video of my teamLab experience in the next video. I hope you enjoyed this one. If it was helpful, please like and let me know what you think in the comments. Subscribe for more videos like this. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a pleasant visit to Tokyo teamLab Planets.